Good afternoon. I hope you remember in the last class we were discussing about small signal model of a BJT. How to get a small signal electrical equivalent model for a BJT so that I can replace the BJT with that model whenever I want to analyze the BJT as an amplifier. So for analyzing BJT as amplifier, we should replace this transistor with an electrical equivalent model, and we were trying to derive that model. As I told you, if you considered a simple transistor amplifier, we have given an AC input signal. This small VBE is AC, capital VBE is DC bias value, capital VCC is DC bias value, and everywhere all the currents and voltages which we have considered are instantaneous values. What do you mean by instantaneous values? Sum of AC plus DC. Okay. So everywhere we have used instantaneous values. Therefore, if I want to separate out for DC analysis, I have to short circuit any AC signals. So this small VBE is the AC signal. We have shorted that, and the rest we have written where only DC sources are kept in the circuit. Okay. And this circuit we use to analyze for DC operation. DC operation analysis means to find and fix the Q point, operating point. Once you fix up the Q point, you have fixed up the operating value of collector emitter voltage and the collector current. Okay. So once you have done that, our DC analysis is complete. And after completing DC analysis, we'll move to AC analysis. For AC analysis, I am considering this first circuit where all instantaneous values are there, the combined values. Okay, AC plus DC values are there. We'll take it and then separate the AC values. So first we found the collector current and transconductance. Remember the analysis. I had sent this also to you to practice. So VBE here is the instantaneous or total value, which is always equal to DC plus AC, capital VBE plus small VBE. And we know the relationship between collector current and base emitter voltage following the what? Shockley's equation, similar to that of the diode current equation. So IC is equal to IS, reverse saturation current, into e power VBE by VT. VBE represents the base emitter voltage, VT represents volt equivalent of temperature. Then we simplified this and we could show that using the expansion for the exponential series and all that. Finally, we proved that small IC, the AC collector current or the small signal collector current IC is equal to GM times VBE, where GM represents the transconductance, which is defined as IC by VT. The transconductance GM is the DC collector current IC divided by volt equivalent of temperature VT, and this clearly shows that the AC output current depends on the DC bias value of current or IC, capital IC. So the output AC current here, small IC, is depending on the DC collector current. So fixing the operating point correctly is very important. So this is the first equation which we derived. Then we showed that the value of GM can also be determined as delta IC by delta VBE from the characteristic curve. We had drawn the here. So from this characteristic curve, we could show that GM can be taken as the slope of this characteristic curve in the linear region. Delta IC y-axis divided by delta VBE in the x-axis. Okay, so we could write this IC is equal to GM VBE. So if I try to write a electrical equivalent circuit, the collector current here IC this current IC would be equal to, small IC would be equal to GM times VBE. Okay, this is the collector current. This is the collector terminal emitter. Next, we try to find the base region resistance R pi, for which we considered base current defined as IC by beta. We simplified this and we could get an expression for the resistance seen between the base and emitter regions, which is denoted as the voltage, AC voltage between base and emitter VBE divided by the current IB. So VBE by IB is obtained as beta by GM, which is nothing but the resistance as seen between the base and emitter R pi. So if I write a equivalent circuit between base and emitter on the input side, I should write a resistance R pi. Finally, we also determined R pi in terms of VT, IB, beta, GM, everything. The emitter current and input resistance as seen from the emitter terminal, for which we related emitter current to the collector current. IC is equal to alpha times IE. Therefore, using that, we could show that the resistance seen from the emitter junction is given as alpha by GM for exact value, or approximately, since alpha is 1, I can write RE as 1 by GM. Okay. So in other words, this base emitter voltage can also be defined as IERE if we look into the transistor from the emitter terminal. So looking into the transistor from emitter terminal, I can represent the base emitter voltage as IERE, and we could use this equation 24 to relate R pi and RE. We could show that the resistance in the base and emitter junction R pi is 1 plus beta times the resistance in the emitter junction RE. So to identify what is the difference between R pi and RE, I've shown you this diagram where R pi represents VBE by IB, the resistance as seen between base and emitter terminals when the emitter was grounded. But RE here indicates the resistance as seen between emitter and base. So the resistance here as seen between emitter and base when the base is grounded. That resistance is RE. So since the current is flowing out and voltage is negative to positive, both are negative. Finally, minus by minus, I'll get plus. So VBE by IE gives you RE in this case. This is the difference between the two. Hope all of you are able to recall these things. Till there we had stopped. Let's continue with one or two problems before proceeding to the next one. Write down the first problem. Calculate the value of GM for a BJT which is biased at IC is equal to 0.5 milliamps. How would you do it? What's the expression for GM? Anybody? What is the standard expression for GM?
IC by VT.
Yes, IC by VT. What is VT? VT is supposed to be volt equivalent of temperature, which is approximately 26 millivolts. I think it will come to 25.6 or 25.8. So approximately 26 millivolts. IC is given as 0.5 milliamps. So you should calculate and tell me how much this will be. I think this will be 1 by 52. Milli cancels. What is the unit for GM? What would be the unit for GM? It can be mho or ampere per volt. It's a conductance. Please remember, GM is a conductance. So the unit is ampere per volt or mhos. How much is this? 1 by 52 or 0.5 by 26?
0.01.
0.01. Next decimal?
9.
9.
Okay. Or can I write it approximately as 19? I don't know what is there after this. 19 milliampere per volt. Okay. This would be the value of GM. If the next decimal is more than 5, you make it 20. I'm not sure what is the next decimal here.
It's 2, 3.
2,
2,
3.
3.
Okay. So let's keep it as 19.23 milliampere per volt. Okay. Similarly, let's solve the next problem. See, a BJT having beta as 100 is biased at the collector current of 1 milliampere. So here also collector current is 1 milliampere, beta is 100. You are supposed to find GM, RE and R pi at the bias point. GM we know, just now we have done IC by VT. Here also we are having, previously the IC was 0.5. Here it will be double that. IC is 1 milliampere, VT is 26 millivolts. So approximately 1 by 26, I should get around 38.5 or something, right? Mute yourself, Anil Kumar.
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Okay. This is the value of GM. It will be just double that because previously we got IC as 0.5. Next, how do I find R pi? The second element which we defined was R pi. Is it beta by GM? How did we define R pi as? Just now.
VT by IC.
Yeah, R pi could be written as beta by GM, or if you want, you can write VT into beta by IC. Since we have already found GM, it is easy for me to consider beta by GM. Okay. Do it. What do you get? 100 by 38.46 milli. How much would it be?
2 points.
2 point. I didn't hear you.
2.6.
62 kilo. What's the unit?
Kilo, ma'am.
Okay, since this is a resistance, unit is ohms. So 2.62 kilo ohms. The last one which we are supposed to find is RE. So how do you find RE? Simple, we had related RE to R pi. It is always better if you could use the previously determined values to find the next one. Can you relate RE to R pi?
Ma'am, R pi is equal to 1 plus beta RE.
Yes. So what is RE? R pi by 1 plus beta. Do it. 2.62 K divided by 101. Approximately around 260 ohms you'll get, I think. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. 257.
Okay, approximately 257 or 260 ohms. That would be the value for RE. Done. They've asked us to find GM, RE and R pi. All the three, you should remember the relationships so that you will be able to do it. This can be asked for 4 or 5 marks. Is that clear? If you have any doubts, please ask. So we could determine the small signal parameters three important small signal parameters, GM, RPi and RE. And we also saw how we could find it using the DC bias current, bias collector current or IC value. So if you change the bias point, all these small signal parameter values will also change. So please keep that in mind. Every time the biasing point of a transistor changes, its small signal model will also change because all the small signal parameters are dependent on these bias values and they are going to change. That's why we need to keep the bias point stable. Stability of bias point is important. The other reason is this one. Okay. So the amplifier values will not change. Next, let's move on to find the next important parameter, that is the voltage gain in this amplifier circuit. Remember, this was the initial amplifier which was given to us, right? The same amplifier we considered when we analyzed all GM, RPi, RE and all. It's the same circuit. I've written it again here. Now, how to determine the voltage gain? Voltage gain in this circuit is usually defined as AV. It is the output voltage divided by input voltage. If I write the total value of output voltage, it will be small v capital C, AC plus DC. And the total input voltage is small v capital BE. If you want only the small, this is total gain. Okay, this is total voltage gain. But if you want only small signal voltage gain, usually this is what we are going to find out. Small signal voltage gain denoted as AV, A small v, is the AC collector current divided by AC collector emitter voltage divided by AC base emitter voltage. In the sense, output AC value divided by input AC value. I am interested only in the AC output and in the AC input whenever I am finding the small signal voltage gain. Remember, it is this gain which is of more importance to us than the total voltage gain. We don't find this total voltage gain all commonly. It's always small signal voltage gain which is defined, and an amplifier is designed for a given small signal voltage gain. Okay. So now we are interested in finding this value. So just like in the previous cases, let's start off. First you say apply KVL to output loop. If you apply KVL to output loop, what would you get? Minus VCC, starting from this point, negative, positive. IC is flowing downwards. So plus IC RC, and VCE is, this end is positive, this end is negative. So plus VCE, I'm writing the total values which are there, is 0. So can I define what is VCE here? VCE is equal to VCC minus IC RC. You should be able to give me this equation directly next time if I ask. I need not write KVL again and again. You know the total voltage from this point to this point is VCC. You are interested in finding the voltage from collector to ground or from collector to emitter, which will be total voltage minus drop across this resistance, VCC minus IC RC. Directly you should be able to tell me. So we are starting off with this equation. Okay, I hope you understood how we got this equation. By applying KVL to the output loop, we showed that VCE is equal to VCC minus IC RC. Next, for this IC, the total instantaneous current, I'll substitute DC plus AC value. This is your DC bias collector current. This is the AC small signal collector current. So substitute I capital C as capital IC plus small IC. Separate them out. So I'll group the terms with all capital subscripts together. VCC minus capital IC into RC. This becomes my capital VCE or the DC collector emitter voltage. So in the circuit, if I had just considered DC values, remember this was the given circuit. Here, if we had just considered VCC, capital IC, RC and the collector emitter voltage, then this VCE is what we are getting here. It is VCC minus IC RC. And this is small signal or AC collector current. This is just the AC value that into this collector resistance is obtained, right? Any doubts? But we know that what? The total instantaneous VCE can be written as capital VCE plus small VCE. For anything we know, the total instantaneous value is the capital or the DC value plus AC value. Always we have done that. So what happens? The DC value we know, which will be the AC value. This second term turns out to be the AC value. So I will equate this small VCE to the second term, that is minus ICRC. Okay. So the AC value VCE should be equated to minus ICRC. And remember, what did I start to find off? I was supposed to find this small signal voltage gain, which is the ratio of AC collector emitter voltage to AC base emitter voltage. Now, I have found the expression for AC collector emitter voltage as minus ICRC, but we had already defined what is IC in terms of VBE. We have an equation relating IC, but we know that IC can be written as GM into VBE. Just now we saw the collector current is always GM into VBE, whether I write AC value or DC value. So I'm replacing this IC with GM into VBE. Okay. So what happens? Small VCE, AC output voltage, the AC output voltage VCE is equal to minus GMRC into VBE, taking VBE outside. So now can I find this ratio of AV? Yes, AV is nothing but AC collector emitter voltage divided by AC base emitter voltage, which is given as minus GMRC from this equation. Okay. If I substitute for GM, I can put GM as IC by VT. So the expression for the voltage gain in the circuit can be minus GM into RC. See, as soon as you see a transistor amplifier circuit, you should be able to directly mention what would be its voltage gain if you know the load resistance or the collector resistance. So if you know this RC value and if you know the biasing point, if you know the bias point, that is IC, knowing IC and knowing RC, I should be able to state what would be the voltage gain. It's as simple as that. It is approximately minus GM into RC. Is that clear? Any doubts with this? Finding the voltage gain of the circuit? So we have found small signal voltage gain of the amplifier. Small signal voltage gain or the AC voltage gain is the AC output voltage VCE to the AC input voltage VBE, which is defined as minus GMRC or minus IC by VT into RC. Okay, we'll take the next problem now. Before we move on to the small signal analysis. The given figure is this, figure 6.36. You are supposed to what? Find the small signal voltage gain given this input signal. Also, you are supposed to find the total collector voltage Vc of t and the total base current Ib of t. Okay. So how do we go about this? What is given? Let me list. Given VCC is 15 volts, RC is 10 kilo ohm, beta is 100, and DC collector current is given, IC. IC is 1 milliampere. All this is given, and we are also given this small signal or AC input voltage, which is 0.005 sine omega t volts. Okay, all this is given. Now, first thing he is asking us to find out is the voltage gain. Therefore, the small signal voltage gain given as VCE by VBE. In this circuit only we found just now. How do I define it as? Minus GM into RC. Yes or no? Just now we defined and we found what is the voltage gain in this circuit. This VCE by VBE is minus GM into RC. It's independent here. So what should I do first? I should find GM. How do I find GM?
IC by VT.
Yeah, do it. How much would you get? IC is known. And please understand, what does this negative sign mean? Can somebody tell me what is the meaning of getting a negative sign here? Yes? What does negative sign indicate? Negative sign indicates a phase shift of 180 degrees. You see, if this is the given VBE, a sinusoidal signal, then the output voltage VCE will be like this. It will be having the opposite phase of the input. If input is going in its positive half cycle, output would be in the negative half cycle. If input is negative, output will be positive. Output and input are 180 degree out of phase in this common emitter configuration. Please remember that. So that's why I get a negative value for voltage gain. That means whenever the input is increasing, the output will be decreasing. Though when I say decreasing means it will be moving in the opposite direction, not decreasing in magnitude. Output will always be higher than input, but in the opposite direction. You see here, I've shown it clearly. VCE is greater than VBE, but in the opposite direction or opposite phase. Okay. Therefore, could you find out this? 1 milli, I think we had already found this 1 milli by 26 milli into RC is 10K. How much would this value turn out to be? 138 point something, no? This was? Will it be 3.83K or something? Sorry. 383 yeah, gain. Tell me how much would it be?
384.61.
384.61.
383.61. 461.
384.61.
Okay, 384.61 approximately. And remember, this is a negative value indicating a phase reversal. Negative sign here means the output will be 180-degree out of phase with the input. There is a phase reversal happening. Is that clear? So we found the voltage gain first using the general relationship. Now we have to find VC of T. How do I find VC of T in this circuit? What is VC? It is the voltage between collector and ground. Isn't it same as VCE? In this case, since there is no emitter resistance, VC is same as VCE of T. And can I write it as VCC minus ICRC? We know the voltage from here to here, just now we have written, is total voltage VCC minus drop across this resistor. Okay, so it is VCC minus ICRC, and actually we had simplified this. This will be VCC minus of IC plus small ic into RC. So can I write it as VCC minus capital ICRC minus small ICRC? This is nothing but VCE capital, the operating point value of collector emitter voltage, minus small IC RC. Can I find how much is this? VCC minus IC RC. Here itself I'll substitute rather than this. VCC is given as 15 volts. This is 15 volts VCC. IC is 1 milliampere. RC is 10K. So VCC minus ICRC I can find here, minus small ICRC we are yet to find. How much will this be? This is 10, I think. 1 milli into 10K will be 10. 15 minus 10 is 5. 5 minus small ICRC, which means, what can I write this small IC as in terms of the input signal? Small ICRC. We simplified this here. Small ICRC is minus GMVBE into RC. Yes or no? Small IC could be written as GM into VBE. So here I think I can write it as what? 5 minus GM into VBE into RC. VBE is given when VBE is 0.005. It's given here, sin omega t. All you have to do is substitute that. So what is this VC of t you're supposed to find? VC of t will be 5 minus GM, we got it as 38.4 milli. VBE is 0.005 sin omega t. RC is 10K. So GM RC value we already know is minus 384.61. This is GM, this is RC. So you take this minus 384.61 and multiply it with 0.005 and tell me what do you get. I just want you to multiply all the three numbers here. The two first and last number is already multiplied. Just multiply this 384.61 with 0.005. How much do you get? Yeah.
Ma'am, negative 1.9.
1.9 milli, yeah?
Nine.
No, 1.9 volt directly, not milli, no? Okay, this milli and K will go 384 into this. So 1.9 sine omega t. Is this right? What's the next decimal?
Ma'am, 23, ma'am. 1.923.
Okay, fine. So this is the expression for Vc of t. Please understand, they have asked us to find Vc of t. Vc of t, this is the expression 5 minus 1.9 sine omega t in volts. So this is the output voltage in volts. Last thing, I'll write it here as there's no space. You are supposed to find the third one here. What am I supposed to find? I'm supposed to find IB of t. How do you find IB of t? How would you find IB of t? Simple. You can take IC of t by beta if you know the expression for IC, or since VBE is given. Can I define IB in terms of VBE? Can somebody tell me how IB is defined in terms of VBE? See here. This is VBE, the total voltage. This is total current IB. What is the resistance seen from here to here? What did we call this resistance as? R pi. So can I define this current as voltage by the resistance? So R pi is the resistance between base and emitter junctions when emitter is grounded. So I'll directly define IB as VBE divided by R pi. Okay. Actually, this VBE is written as what? Capital VBE plus small VBE divided by R pi. How much is capital VBE? Assuming silicon transistor, 0.7 volts. Whenever you assume silicon transistor, the voltage, DC voltage between base emitter junction should be 0.7. What is small VBE? It's given 0.005 sine omega t. 0.005 sine omega t. The whole thing divided by R pi. Can I find R pi? What would be the value of R pi? Can you please tell me? In this circuit, R pi is equal to, how do you find R pi in terms of beta and GM? You know beta, you know GM. R pi is beta by GM. Can you find that out? Please find R pi. Beta was given as 100. GM is 38.4 milli or something. So what would R pi be? I think for this condition,
0.62 kilo ohm.
yeah, the same condition we had found, 2.62 K. So can you find what is this expression for IB? That is what is asked. Therefore, the base current IB of T can be written as 0.7 by 2.62 K plus 0.005 by 2.62 K into sine omega t. Can you just tell me how much this would be? Yeah. I want the approximate value of this. Looks like many of you are sitting without calculators. How long do you calculate this? By now I should have had so many answers. I have to calculate here. This is really bad. Is this approximately point?
Ma'am, 0.2690.
Yeah, milli. Micro,
Yes,
sorry.
ma'am.
Micro, no? Micro or milli?
Milli, ma'am.
Milli.
ma'am.
Okay. And this one? The second term? Please tell me the answer.
Micro.
Okay, can I write this both in micro then? So this is approximately 270 micro, or I'll say 270 plus 1.9 sine omega t. Everything is in microamperes. Remember, it is a current IB of t. The total base current IB of t is defined as 270, okay, plus 1.9 sine omega t. All the whole thing, all numbers are in micro. Is this clear now? Any doubts with this so far? I hope you got how these problems can be solved. All these are unsolved problems in your textbook. Okay. If you have any doubts, please ask. If not, we'll move on to the next topic. So how to find GM, how to find R pi, RE, how to find AV voltage gain, and given an input signal, how to find everything. Okay. So since you have no doubts, let's proceed with the next topic, that is separating the signal, small signal analysis from the DC quantities. So we had already separated the DC circuit from the AC when we did this. I showed you in the beginning itself, where, see, given the combined circuit where both DC and AC were existing, we could separate just the DC circuit by short circuiting the AC signal generator. This VBE, which was the AC signal generator, was short circuited. Now, I am interested in doing the opposite. That is, I want just the AC equivalent circuit. I want to remove the DC. Here we extracted the DC. So in the next step, we want to separate the AC signal circuit. So how would I separate the AC signal circuit? For the same circuit, I'll just consider the small signal AC input VBE, base emitter voltage, small signal base current IB. Remember, IB could be defined as input voltage by the resistance as seen. So the resistance seen from base to emitter is R pi. So I can write IB as VBE by R pi. It moves in this direction into the base. Then we have the emitter current IE flowing downwards. because this is an NPN transistor. As you can see, the arrow on the emitter terminal is outward. So emitter current IE can be defined as, remember, there is a resistance. If I ground the base, and if I look into the emitter terminal from here, whatever is the resistance seen. So the emitter current is coming like this. So that resistance is called RE, which is VBE by IE. Or IE can be written as VBE by RE. We have written IE, the emitter current, as base emitter junction voltage divided by the emitter resistance RE. It is the resistance seen between emitter and base when the base terminal is grounded. And as usual in the collector, we have the collector current IC is equal to GM times VBE. We had proved this in the first thing which we did. We showed here IC, small IC is what? GM into VBE. We had written this. Small IC, equation 8 is GM into VBE, that we are representing in this circuit. So small IC is GM into VBE. So now I have a purely AC signal in this transistor amplifier circuit. So we have a transistor amplifier circuit where all the signals are purely AC signals. Okay. Now, when I have this, I can replace this transistor here, the BJT here which I have. Okay. This BJT can be replaced with an equivalent model called as the hybrid pi model. We call this as the hybrid pi model or the hybrid model. So the electrical equivalent circuit to replace the transistor is as shown here. So for this, what we have done, we have used all those parameters which we have derived in the previous cases. What are those parameters? So the parameters which we have derived before, we showed that between the base and emitter terminals, there is a resistance R pi. If I look from the base region, I can see a resistance R pi, and there is a base emitter voltage VBE. You see here, there is a base emitter voltage VBE. There is a resistance R pi, we have indicated that, and there is a current IB, small IB entering the base. Next, coming to the collector terminal, in the collector terminal, there is a collector current IC flowing, which is given as GM into VBE. So how do I indicate that? Since I have IC is equal to GM into VBE, VBE is the input signal. Yes or no? VBE is the input signal. Since the output current IC depends on the input signal, and since it is a current, I'm going to draw a current source, and that too a dependent current source. Why it is dependent current source? Because the value of this current IC is dependent on the input base emitter voltage VBE. Okay. So you draw a dependent current source GM into VBE, which is nothing but the collector current IC, small signal collector current IC. And where should I include that current source? Remember, this current flows between collector and emitter. So between the collector and emitter terminals, I'm going to include that. And in this model, since I have completed writing the model, I haven't shown anything at the emitter terminal. Between emitter and base, if I try to find the resistance, it will be RE. But if I want to include RE here, I will have to remove R pi. I have to show the other one. So usually what we do in the hybrid pi model, These are the elements which we are going to include. So what we'll do, usually since we use common emitter, emitter is treated as the common terminal. This will be usually grounded. Okay. So between base and emitter, we consider the AC input voltage. So between base and emitter, AC input voltage is there. The base current is entering into the base terminal, similar to what we have considered here. And this base current will face a resistance of VBE by IB, which is defined as R pi. So there is a resistance R pi between the base and emitter junction. And in the collector or output junction, we have the collector current IC, which depends on the input voltage VBE as GM times VBE. So what will we do? We'll write a dependent current source between the collector and emitter terminals of the transistor, whose value is GM VBE. So IC is equal to GM VBE. Now, if you actually measure the current here, what should be the current in the emitter terminal? IE, it is IB plus IC. IB comes here from this base to emitter. IC is coming here. So the sum of these two should give you IE. Okay. You can substitute the values and find. Again, there is one, we can find this IE and RE if required. I'll show you how IE is IB by IC. Anyway, here itself we'll see it off. IE, how would I represent IE? IB, you can write one equation here. Verification. Please go through this. IE is equal to IB plus IC. IB, how do you represent? VBE by R pi. Remember, the voltage from here to here is VBE, the resistance is R pi, IB is the current flowing, and this IC is GM into VBE. So all you have to do is take a common factor and simplify. You will end up getting the value VBE by RE. Okay, what is this? We know the emitter current IE was defined as VBE by RE. So it is verified that in this circuit also it will remain the same. You are getting the same expression for IE, VBE by RE. Okay, just look through this. And you look through this part also. This gives an alternate way of writing this small signal model. Instead of writing GM VBE, I'll replace this with beta IB. How we can do it? Just refer this by the time I take attendance. The hybrid pi model can either be written with R pi on the input side and GM VBE on the output side. When I want to consider, this is a voltage dependent current source. Okay. And in terms of the input voltage, we are writing the value of the output current, GM into VBE. But suppose I want to write the output current in terms of input current IB, then I can replace this GM VBE with beta IB as shown here. Instead of VBE, we are substituting IB into R pi, and GM into R pi is nothing but beta. We know R pi is beta by GM. So GM into R pi will give us beta. Hence, I can replace this with beta IB. These are very, very important two different ways of replacing the transistor whenever we use it in an amplifier. So when we are replacing the transistor in an amplifier, you'll use either this or this model. Please remember that it's very important. And you